Welcome back to the Magnet Minute, brought to you by Magnet Labs. My name is Amy and I'm your host. This week on the Magnet Minute, I want to share some of my favorite social monitoring tools for you so that you can see what your audience is talking about on social media platforms. A very important thing to do because the first and foremost thing you should be doing when you're engaging your potential customer online is listening. So let's get started. The first one I want to talk about feels like it's been around the longest, and that is Hootsuite. This is a free option if you're just getting started, but there are also paid increases if you want to add team members or different additional functionality. Sometimes if you have more than a certain amount of social networks, you do need to start upgrading to that paid account. I personally think Hootsuite is perfect for monitoring Twitter searches, but it does work with those other social networks. It's just a matter of whether working with a third-party platform on those other networks is a good idea. With Hootsuite, using that to go to Twitter, that always works amazingly, and it's a really good way to track everything in one place. You gotta always follow up Hootsuite with TweetDeck because that's basically the Hootsuite competitor that is owned by Twitter. Although it really doesn't give you everything that you need, but if you're just trying to watch some search columns and see if any keywords pop up, it really is a nice place to go, and it's a free option. One a lot of people don't think about is Google Alerts. This may not be a social dashboard, but it definitely is an important thing to have running for your company. By setting up Google Alerts with your company name, any specific keywords in an industry, that notification of any Google activity that's occurred will be sent to your inbox so that you can react accordingly. Maybe it's something to do with your business directly that you need to address. Maybe it's just something you should know about that's happening in your industry, but Google Alerts is a great way to stay on top of what's happening online. Next is my favorite Buffer app. They came up with the best model for social scheduling, in my opinion, where you come up with the times in advance. So if you're posting the same times every weekday, the same times every Saturday, whatever the case may be, you can set those in advance so you're not having to set a date and time for every single tweet or Facebook update or LinkedIn update or anything that you have to do at any given moment. So rather than, oh, I have to take 5 minutes to write something for this one tweet and set the schedule, you can just write the copy, load up a link if you need to, and throw it in the buffer so it'll just go out at the next available time. Not ideal for doing a campaign that needs to be scheduled over a period of time, although they do offer now set scheduling, but it really is nice to use it in terms of just keeping regular activity going through your social accounts when it comes to that buffer technology. This is also a free option with paid pro account if you need to use more social accounts and more functionality. Another one I really like is Sprout Social. I feel like it's really similar to Hootsuite because it can monitor a lot of different platforms and the activity that's happening on all of them, but it's a lot more visually friendly. But it also offers lead generation and contact management and a couple of other things that make it worth the price increase that you're going to pay for Sprout Social. This is a lot more than a lot of the other places. Hootsuite can get a little pricey if you're adding a lot of functionality, but it starts really low. With Sprout Social, you can get a free trial, which is great because you'll love it when you're trying it, but I believe the first pay mark is around $35 a month, which is a lot more than many of these platforms will be. For more information on those web apps to help you monitor your social activity, the links are in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I make a new Magnet Minute every Wednesday. I hope you'll join us for the next one. You can tweet with me in the meantime at Schmatastic and at Magnet Media Inc. and of course in the comments below. We'll see you next week. For more great tips and resources, make sure you sign up for the weekly newsletter in the Resource Center at magnetmediafilms.com/subscribe.